Hey everybody, welcome to Timberwood's Hap House for Sam's Corner tonight. Some of you may be here to watch some basketball tonight. Our Hoos are playing starting now-ish. That's on the TV, so you can hear the show and watch the game at the same time. But I am Sam Brunell. I am a member of the UVA women's basketball team. I'm a graduate student, and I am getting my master's degree in higher education currently. So I'll be done playing college ball after this year, sadly. I feel like I've been in college forever. 5 years is a long time, but, going with it. And then to my left on the very end is my co-host, Antonio.
Hey, my name is Antonio Clary. I'm a fifth-year grad student here on the football team. I graduated last year with my master's degree in educational psychology. But, yes, I am still in my master's just to play football. But, I'm excited to come back for another season. And I'm excited to get the show on the road and have Jay Woolfolk.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There we go. All right. Antonio, what can everyone expect for some giveaways tonight?
All right. So some giveaways we have throughout the show tonight, courtesy of Timberwood. There will be 2 $25 food coupons. These will be drawn towards the end of the show. Also, in honor of Sam's favorite dish, Timberwood will be doing 50% off all wraps tonight. And at the finale of the season, Timberwood will be offering a grand prize gift card of $250. You can enter the running prize once per show, so the more you come out, the better your chances are of winning.
And the other thing we have tonight, which is new, is a $25 gift card to Uptown Cheapskate. So there's something else you can try to win tonight. And I guess it's out of luck and chance because we're going to be drawing. Actually, Jay's going to be drawing for that. So if you lose, you know who to blame. But all right, with that, I'm going to let Antonio tell you about our guest.
All right, so as everyone knows, Jay Woolfolk is here tonight from Chesterfield, Virginia. He went to Benedictine College Prep in high school. In high school, he was named the 2019 Virginia Gatorade Player of the Year for baseball. Jay made his first collegiate start at quarterback against Notre Dame in 2021. That's right, 2021, right? Yeah. Perfect. Jay is a former UVA football quarterback until last year when he decided to focus solely on his baseball career. Summer 2023, one of 31 underclassmen to make the Team USA collegiate national team, was one of 54 underclassmen to receive an invite to the training camp in Cary, North Carolina. Made 4 appearances for Team USA in its 10 games of international competition against Chinese Taipei and Japan. In the 2023 season for the Hoos, Jay led the Cavaliers in appearances for the second straight season. His 30 appearances were the 6th most of any ACC pitcher, finished a total of 26 games, and tied for the most of any ACC pitcher. Give it up for Jay Woolfolk. A lot of stuff. A lot of accolades.
He's a very decorated athlete here at the University of Virginia. So, and with that, we're going to get to know him a little bit as an athlete and a little bit outside of an athlete, a little bit about his family. So we're going to start with Sam's Corner Trivia. And I'm going to go through the questions. Me and Antonio are going to alternate the questions. You have your sheet, Antonio?
I do.
And so once we have a winner, we'll go through trivia again, and we'll have Jay tell you the answers to trivia. So when I ask the questions, Jay, don't say the answer.
All right, yeah.
Sometimes I forget to say that, and then the guest will say the answers, and then they get a free one. So, all right, with that, question number 1. What sport besides baseball and football did Jay love first? Is it A, basketball, B, tennis, C, lacrosse, or D, soccer?
Question 2 is Jay got his first start at quarterback against which college team? I kind of gave that one away already.
Yeah, that's all right. They got a freebie.
Yeah. All right. So.
Well, don't tell them in case they'd missed that.
All right. Well, it's A, William and Mary, B, Notre Dame, C, UNC, or D, Duke.
All right. Question 3. What university is Jay? What? I'm sorry. That was funny. All right.
I can't get that one wrong.
What university is Jay's dad in the Basketball Hall of Fame at? Is it A, the University of Richmond, B, George Mason, C, VCU, or D, UVA?
And number 4, what other positions did Jay play in high school for football? Circle all that apply.
That means there's more than one answer.
Right. A, running back, B, safety, C, defensive back, and D, wide receiver.
And question 5, what nickname did Jay have in high school? Was it A, Black Mamba, B, Black Jesus, or C, J Dub? All right, so we'll give you guys a few minutes to finish up your trivia sheets. Where did Todd go?
He's right there.
Okay, Todd right there with his hand up is who will take the trivia sheets when you're done with them. Make sure you write your name on it so we know who won. That's really important. So if you win, once again, it'll be free rowback gear. And so while we wait for you guys to finish getting trivia together, we're going to play a little Would You Rather.
Stranded on an island or stranded on a boat in the middle of the ocean?
Ooh.
That was a good one.
That is a good one because there's sharks in the water and then there's other animals on the island.
Yeah.
So,
how big is the island? Is it pretty then I'll probably pick the island because just use your skills to live. At that point,
that's
you
a good
got
question.
none. If you got no fishing pole on the boat, you ain't.
But
got
maybe
nothing.
if you're on a boat though, you might the boat might float off.
but see, if you're on an island, you have the best of both worlds because you can be on the island and then you can go into the water if you want.
I can build a raft too. On the
Yeah,
island.
yeah, that's good.
I'm going on an island.
Island. Are you island too?
Yeah,
we have a visitor?
I thought we did have a visitor for a second.
All right. Would you rather go skydiving? This is Antonio's favorite question, by the way. Would you rather go skydiving or zip lining over a crocodile bay? I should let you ask this question since you love it so much.
I'm going skydiving.
I'm zip lining. You have a chance to live if you zip line. I'm telling you. I say that every week.
I'm going to go zip lining. Zip lining.
Thank you, Jay.
Because
someone with sense.
Like, what if, like.
Hold on, but what if you're skydiving with a professional?
That don't matter.
It doesn't matter. Like, what if a bird fly through the parachute?
Or what if the parachute doesn't deploy?
Yeah.
It gets stuck.
Listen, I'll rather trust a parachute before I trust a zip line.
Oh, no.
Basically made out of metal. It just, I think.
I would hope so.
It's strong, and it's tied to a tree.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to snap.
But here's the thing. If something goes wrong skydiving, then you're done for.
Yeah.
Like, unless it's over water, like if it's on land, you're done for. If it's a crocodile bay, you have a better chance of getting out of that water without getting eaten alive than you do skydiving and just dying.
I guess.
Skydiving over no crocodile.
You know I'm right. You know I'm right.
Nah, if I'm skydiving with professionals, then I'm sure they'll have.
Nah. Just tell me I'm right. Just tell me I'm right.
Some way we get on that ground safe.
Nobody,
no.
Some way we get on that ground safe. Look, he's laughing over there.
All right, what's the next one, Antonio?
All right, so would you rather have really cool uniforms with a rundown stadium or a state-of-the-art stadium with ugly uniforms?
I'll go state-of-the-art, like, stadium.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, because, like,
that's the first one.
Yeah,
I think I look at it like I can play good with a bad uniform. Like playing good like at UVA, like with that big stadium that we have, like it's fun being out with like 6,000 people coming out. Like,
the environment.
Yeah, it's the environment that makes everything. Like the jerseys don't make everything for, I guess, the 6 o'clock games and that night. It's the environment and the people who come out. So I'm going stadium.
To be honest, that was probably the best answer we've gotten.
I think so, because usually people agree with us and they're like, you know what? I'd rather look good and play in like a rundown stadium.
You might have changed my thought on this one.
Mine's still not changed, but I appreciate having a different answer for
the environment.
It's like probably been 4 shows.
Because I mean, we play at some away games and like it's some bad stadiums out there, and it's just like
and the vibes just off.
Like, it's hard to even like get up tempo and energy going because it's nothing around you.
Now, see, I will disagree with that only because in high school, I went to William Monroe High School in Greene County, and that gym, if you've ever been in it, is the smallest gym you'll ever play in, like 4 rows of bleachers maybe, and it's very small and tight. And if you can pack that thing, like, it's awesome.
I mean, we talking about high school. This is college. College is a lot
So, okay,
Yeah.
here's the question. Here's a follow-up then. What would be a rundown stadium for you in the ACC? Or actually, in your college career, what has been a rundown stadium you've played in?
I ain't gonna.
Because you just said high school, so
I'm not gonna put no schools out there because I respect every single school we play. But
okay.
I mean, there was one that like had it was like a backfield and it was all turf, but that was nice. But it had like chairs as the stands. Like,
wow,
you like bring your chairs to the field.
Oh,
so it's not like people sitting in stands and bleachers. It was just like you had to bring your own chair.
I guess baseball is just a different sport, though. You know, basketball you get arenas, and football you get stadiums. So okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna still rock with the jerseys, but you definitely had me thinking for a second.
Mm-hmm. All right. Would you rather strike out the potential game-winning batter or hit the game-winning home run?
Strike out, easy. But
I figured that was your answer, but
I'm a pitcher, but yeah, definitely strike out though. But also watching people hit home runs and walking it off, that's really fun.
Electric for sure.
It is. Yeah.
The place goes crazy.
Yeah.
If I played baseball, I'd probably want to hit the game-winning home run. I feel like nothing's better than just getting that walk-off home run where all eyes are on you. You're at the plate. You got 2 strikes.
Mm-hmm.
Got to knock it out the park. I'll go, especially like if you have players on bases already.
Yeah.
I think it's more electric to get a home run, game-winning home run. So I'll do that.
I used to play softball, so I think I would trust myself trying to pitch it in instead of trying to hit it. Like if I got a hold to the ball, I would send it. But my consistency wasn't really there, so I think I would trust myself more trying to pitch it than, trying to hit it. So, all right, fair enough. All right, what's next?
So would you rather own a team or be the commissioner of an entire league?
That's a tough one, isn't it?
I would definitely think I would want to be the commissioner of the entire league. And the reason I say that is because football today, and it's gotten soft to me. I think football's gotten soft, and I want to change the rules of it to make it fun again.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
I think that's why I'd be a commissioner, just because football strictly. That's it.
I said this last week, and I'm sure Sam's going to say the same thing, but I would want to be the owner of a team just because I don't want to have to deal with the stuff that commissioners have to deal with. I just want to focus on my own team, my own bubble. But having the power of a commissioner is probably fun but stressful at the same time.
I think it's definitely stressful, but it's like I feel like we can
change the rules.
For
sure.
Solve so many problems that goes on. And I think it's crazy that someone gets hit and then that person's getting fined.
Oh yeah, I don't agree with that at all.
That's crazy.
I don't agree with that.
Well, there's a lot of things just in football you can get fined for all the time. Like if your socks aren't high enough, you get fined thousands of dollars for that. It's crazy.
It is insane. Those are the rules I do feel like they need to change. Just because you can get a penalty for hitting somebody, but a fine, that's going too far. Especially because it's not like you do it on purpose.
Yeah, it's
right.
So it's like basketball. If you go for a block and you actually hit them in the face and they fine you, it's just like it wasn't like it was on purpose. So yeah.
And I agree with Antonio. I appreciate what you said because I think that makes a good point to try to be a commissioner of a league. But I do agree with Antonio in terms of I would rather probably own a team only because I get to try to pick who comes onto my team and I get control of what a team actually looks like. So if you take rules out of it, I think I like that job of trying to put together a really good team over being a commissioner of a league. So that's what I would go with. Hey, Todd, do we have a winner? Oh, we do. Sort of. Oh, okay. We sort of have a winner. Oh, a tie. Oh, someone forgot their name. Okay. If you don't remember writing your name on a trivia sheet, raise your hand really quick.
We found him.
Oh, it's Nick?
We found him.
It was our video guy. Look at that. Nick Sanker. So you like the Commanders, Nick? Actually, I just noticed you're wearing a Commanders.
Yeah.
That's
Is Jonas
impressive.
a Commanders fan? Really? That's Jonas. Typical Jonas.
3-way tie?
We have a 3-way tie.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. All right. We're going to do this. I'm going to shuffle these up, and Jay's going to pick who wins.
Beth.
Oh, it's your
Birthday,
birthday. Happy birthday.
A lucky day.
That's awesome. Congrats. Awesome. All right. Well, now we get to go through it and tell you the answers. So, Jay, I'm going to circle them for you just in case you forgot your own answers. But
yeah, I have this. I mean, if you want to use this one.
Is that the – well, it's more than just that one.
Yeah.
B and
but
D.
I know.
Yeah, okay. All right. So, question number 1. You get to read it and tell them the answer. Yep, sorry. Bad directions.
What sport besides baseball and football did Jay love first? It was basketball. But
Woo!
Yeah.
Basketball guy.
Yeah, I quickly gave up on that dream of though. So
was that at Notre Dame?
No, it was here.
Oh, okay.
What university is Jay's dad in the Basketball Hall of Fame at? It's University of Richmond. He played 1984 through 1988. I think he holds the records for most rebounds in the game. So yeah, it's my dad. What other positions did Jay play in high school football? Circle any that'll apply. I played safety, defensive back, and wide receiver. And yeah, I didn't play running back. I didn't like getting hit that many times. And what nickname did Jay have in high school? You
told us this, so
I didn't tell you this at all, but
you did.
Yeah, I was called Black Jesus. That was
a friend.
I didn't want that name, but that's what I was called.
Dylan Tennyson told me that.
Yeah. So yeah, those are my answers.
All right. Well, there you go. There's a little bit about Jay that she probably did. I'm so mad he didn't tell me he didn't know that. You told me that.
Oh, I guess.
Don't be mad at me, Jay. Don't be mad at me.
It was a good one.
All right. With that, we're gonna hop into the interview section of the show. And since Jay and Antonio played together for a little bit, I'll let Antonio kick it off.
Perfect. All right. So you just talked about your first start at Notre Dame. What was that like? Take us through that a little bit. Just how, going through the week, you didn't know like if you were starting, or was it towards the end of the week that you found out you were starting? Because I forgot, 2 years ago? So.
Yeah, I mean, it was at BYU. Brendan.
Oh yeah. When Brendan B.A. broke his ribs.
It was a funny thing in that BYU game. I remember it was me and Kendall, and we were laughing on the sidelines. We weren't really paying attention to the game,
right? And
we were laughing on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, because we used to wear neon hats.
Yeah.
Coach Beck and Jared was running, and I was like, oh, like something's wrong. Like, I seen him running towards my way, and this told me to get hot. And I was like, oh man, I guess here we go. So then I didn't know Brendan had broke his rib at that point.
Right.
So I thought I was going in because like he hurt his hamstring or something. It wasn't.
Yeah.
So then I guess after that game, I asked Brendan, I'm like, you good? And he was like, yeah, I think I broke it. And I was like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
I knew that we had Notre Dame coming up. And
right.
I was like, oh. But I was like, okay, the bye week, he might heal up.
Oh, I forgot we had a bye week before that too. Wow.
So them 2 weeks we were preparing for Notre Dame, and I was just like, all right, so he might heal up, you
right.
know. And he came back. It was like the bye week happened, and then that Monday, because remember we didn't practice on Mondays. Yeah. So we came in just watched film, and he was like, "Yeah, Jay, it's you." And I was like, "All right, I guess here we go." And I guess it's like that whole week was just more like, let's go out there and control what you can control, honestly.
Right.
So we got to the game. Obviously, my nerves are going crazy.
Right.
But after the first play, when I got tackled, it was just like it was fine, and I was fine after that. Obviously, didn't get the result I wanted, but like. I think it was a good learning experience to have just in that, in that moment, just appreciate it that you went through it. So it felt like it was so surreal, everything, look at the crowd, every seat was filled. It was just, nice being there, honestly.
First had to get hit to get your feet wet a little bit.
I did. I got hit pretty hard. I got like sacked.
I remember. I forgot what play it was, but they did come off the edge hot.
Yeah.
And you didn't see him coming.
Yeah, it was a blindside hit, and I was like, oof. To be honest, when you get hit during the game, you don't really feel it.
Yeah.
You don't feel it until like after.
Oh,
right.
Wow.
Exactly.
Well, it's probably because it happens so quick.
That's probably the worst part about football is you don't feel anything until after the game.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then you're like, I feel like I'm 50 years old.
Yeah, I remember that Sunday. It was hard to walk. I was like, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Well, as a fifth year on the basketball team, I feel it during the game some, but I actually feel it the most 2 days after. So, like, today was okay. Like, I felt a little sore, but I already know tomorrow's going to feel the worst. Like, everything is just, second day soreness sets in big for me.
24-point performance.
Yeah.
I'll be sore after that, too.
24 points would have been nice for the win. So, we got 2 games this week, though. We're at BC, at Boston College Thursday, at Wake Forest Sunday. So, 2 more opportunities this week.
Yep.
So, going to get it done. But speaking of basketball, Jay, you told us a little bit about how you love basketball, and that was kind of what you first really liked. And, your dad was a great player at the University of Richmond and went to a Sweet 16 there, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty big time. So I'm sure your relationship that you had with him with basketball was really inspirational. Can you talk a little bit about just growing up and how basketball played like a part in your life in your childhood?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, my dad, played a big role in that. And I think all throughout middle school, I literally only dedicated my life to basketball.
Yeah.
But I remember just going to an AAU tournament and realized really quickly that basketball is not for me at all. Seeing him just always be supportive. I mean, he even told me he knew I wasn't going to play basketball when I had a young age. But it was just nice to see him, I guess, just be there. He took me to training every single week, every day, knowing that I wouldn't be like an NBA player. And I guess just my dad being in that role just meant a lot to me. And
yeah.
So, yeah.
And apparently, and I didn't know this, but Jay and I guess, used to train together back in the day. And I guess somehow I either forgot that or just didn't know that for some reason. But Jay trained with the same basketball trainer I trained with in middle school. So small world.
Yeah.
Very small world.
Hoopers.
That Hooper lifestyle.
I can still hoop now. I can.
We'll have to put that to work once my season's over. We'll get in the gym, Jay.
I can still hoop.
Yeah. That's what Dylan always says that too.
No, wait, were you a shooter or were you like get to the basket? What was your game?
I'm little, so it's I'm a shooter. I'm shooter and I play defense.
Okay.
I play defense.
You think you can outshoot me?
Yes, by far.
Woo!
Oh no!
There wasn't no hesitation.
Oh no!
No hesitation.
By far.
Wow. We're definitely getting in the gym to settle this then.
I know they're playing right now. You can ask Reese Beekman. Hey,
I like, you're saying all this, but you can't even look me in the eye when you say it. That's how I know you're fluffing.
The game's on.
A 3-point contest coming between those two. All right, so Jay, I heard that you were on SportsCenter in high school. Is that true? And how did you make it on SportsCenter?
Yeah, it was the first game of my junior season, and we ran
baseball or football.
Football.
Okay.
And I remember we called this play 2 gopher, and it's just you fake it to the running back and take off running basically.
Right.
And I did 3 spin moves and 1 juke move in 1 play.
Wow.
Yeah.
And all American.
And scored. And after the game, I kind of went home. At that point, I had a torn meniscus, but I was playing on it. And I just went home, went to sleep, and I woke up and my phone was buzzing, going crazy. And I was I looked at it and just threw it back. I went back to sleep. And then my dad came up running.
And you juke someone with a torn meniscus.
Yeah. I mean, you don't feel it. Your adrenaline's going. You don't feel no torn
Until
meniscus.
after.
Oh, my God. Still, though, that's impressive.
Yeah.
So was that on the SportsCenter top 10?
Yeah.
What list did you make it
7.
at? Okay.
I wouldn't say around there.
Okay.
Hey, it was top 10. So.
Yeah.
SportsCenter is SportsCenter.
Yeah.
So let's just leave it at that, Actually, so you talk about you had torn meniscus at one point. I've been through quite a few injuries in my career. And this question doesn't necessarily have to pertain to injuries, but as college athletes, we go through a lot of adversity from time to time and different things, whether it's just balance of life, injuries, or other things. Can you talk about one point in your life where you faced a lot of adversity that you had to just overcome?
Probably last year in baseball season. I guess people look at numbers and say oh, Jay, you had a great baseball season. But I look at nah, I really didn't. As a pitcher, no, you're not supposed to walk anybody. And I did that a lot. And I kind of lost confidence in myself. and going through that the year. And as a pitcher, you want to have the utmost confidence in yourself no matter what. And that's
Right.
any sport. That's any sport. And, I'm just going out on the mound hoping I throw a strike or hoping I get somebody out. And, like, with that mentality, you ain't never going to do well in any type of sport you do.
Right.
And that's the mentality I had. Like, it just felt like I was in a dark place. But, like, obviously, I ain't show that to nobody. I wanted all my teammates to know that I'm always the happiest person around. But at that time, it was just like, it sucked. And I remember after it was Super Regionals against Duke. The first game we lost like 6-5 or something like that. And I pitched and I got taken out the same inning I came in. And I remember, like, I called my mom, I called my dad, and I was crying because I didn't know how to react. Like, it's been the whole season doing that. And it was like, at that point, I remember my dad told me, it was just like, you can't go out there hoping everything happens. Like, you got people counting on you. You got teammates and coaches and even the fans counting on you. You can't go out there, like, hoping things happen. You got to know that's going to happen. So I think last year was a time, like, my first, like, challenge of college that, like, I really faced and had to overcome.
Absolutely.
All right, so speaking on baseball, so what made you stick with baseball instead of football?
Honestly, probably getting invited to USA.
Okay.
It's kind of like that accomplishment that every college baseball player has. And once I got invited, I remember I was talking to my roommate was Griff O'Farrell, and he also went too. And I was like, should I do it? Like, I'm over here. And I'm asking him, should I do it? And he was like, I mean, you're here. You might like, and I was like, yeah, like, I guess. And I guess it was more like I haven't played really my first 2 years for football.
Right.
So I was like, I'm already getting this attention for baseball. Like, I'm on the USA team, going there and trying out was one thing, but like making it is a whole nother thing too.
Right.
So it was just like, I think I know my path by this. And this year, like, I've been, battling to start, and because last year in my first 2 years, I came out as a bullpen reliever and a closer. So this year I'm trying to start, and playing football in the fall, like, it's hard to get started. Your arm's not ready to start yet. So those are the factors that kind of came into it. That I think it was just the best decision for me and my family and everything.
Right. I guess it was kind of hard too with football, just because, I mean, during the spring I saw you out there. Like, there was times where, like, you couldn't practice because you had a game that day or you had a game the next day. You couldn't throw certain times at practice because you had to save your arm.
So I had the 40,
right, exactly.
40 throws.
And that doesn't help in football either if you're not out there getting the reps you want. So I think, I'm excited to watch you play this year. Seriously.
I can't wait to play.
Me too. Yeah. I got to one of your home games last year, and I'm upset that I only got to one, but it was the one that sent you guys to Omaha, I'm pretty sure. You guys were hosting, and it was so fun to watch. You guys were a blast to watch. So I'm sure it'll be a big year this year too.
Yeah, it definitely will.
Here's a different question for you. and I switch clothes quite often because we were the same size. And, you know, I just go into her house. I'm like, gosh, I have something coming up. Like, can I borrow like a bodysuit or like something to wear for an event? And she's like, yes. Let me help you like pick it out. Blah, blah, blah. And then I have like a whole basket of her clothes at my house now. And she probably still has some of my clothes at her house. So I get it, Jay. Yeah, I'm not upset with you about it. Yeah. It is what it is, right?
Don't leave it in my clothes. It won't get touched.
The issue that happens, though, is you forget to return it because you just keep it at that point. It's like, I will return it, Taylor.
I mean, he got enough clothes.
She's looking like, I don't know why you brought that up.
She's like, don't talk about me. And my other teammates. How people get to the schools they choose. So what for you made you choose UVA?
So as in my freshman year of high school, UVA offered me for football. And at that time I was like, nah, I ain't going to UVA. I mean, nothing on UVA, but it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like big time school that I was, you know, thinking about. But obviously I wanted to play two sports in college, and there wasn't a lot of schools that wanted me to play two sports.
Yeah.
Not like it was two. It was here in Liberty wanted. That was it. And I didn't want to go to Liberty at all. So, and also just seeing at the time Coach Mendenhall, who was the coach at the time, seeing him and Coach O'Connor like work together to make a plan. I proposed the plan to them, and they were just like, all right, yeah, let's start making a plan, and we're going to like, you know, we're run with them. We want you here and everything. And I guess the love between that, just they like bought me to Seaville, and I was like, yeah, I gotta come here. It was a no brainer.
Right.
And, you know, the town is nice. You know, the people in the town is amazing, and I think it's the best fans in ACC. And it was just a no brainer after that decision. So
not too far from home either.
Yeah,
Richmond's what? Minutes. Yeah, I'm about to say like an hour, maybe less. That's great.
All right, and this is the last question for me as well, but this is for everyone. Who is Jay Wolfer outside of baseball? What are your hobbies? What do you like to do?
Yeah, I like to hike. Okay. Hiking is one thing I really like to do. Get away from everything. Fish and hunt.
Yeah.
Outside of, you know, even in sports, you know, I think being humble is the best thing about like who I am.
Right.
I try to tell myself like don't wear no UVA stuff to like class.
Yeah.
You know, just because like you know, into this. Above anyone else in that classroom. So like I walk in that class, you know, I might have my AirPods in because, you know, I don't want to talk to nobody, but I just walk in that class and, you know, I treat everybody the same. It's not, you know, it's no different, you know, since you're not an athlete, it's no different, you know, so that's why I think humble and those three things I name are like who I am as a person. Right. So,
and a big anime guy.
Oh, I love anime. Yeah.
I was trying to figure out how to put that in trivia too. Sorry, but I didn't know how to write a question for anime.
That's true.
Because I don't really do anime, so I don't.
Yeah.
My boyfriend likes anime too, though. I don't understand it, but
anime's nice.
He's like, I could watch it for hours. It's like so good. Okay, you're weird. Anyways, all right. Well, we've asked Jay a lot of questions. We're gonna hand it over to you guys on the audience. If you have any questions that you would like to ask Jay, we want to put you guys on the spot. So you are more than welcome to ask anything you'd like. And the floor is yours. Oh, okay. We have a couple from Mr. Z. What was your military rank in high school?
This isn't.
That was.
I'm not trying to disrespect, but like, because I don't remember. But all I know, I had the 2 dots, but that's all I remember. I don't.
Dots
remember.
Or stars?
Nah, dots.
Okay, dots.
I think it's like. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember what it's called.
How hard was it giving up football?
That was a good question.
That was probably the hardest decision of my life. As in, like, I don't miss the sport. I don't miss it playing at all. Like, I don't miss 6'5", 250-pound people trying to kill me. But, like, I guess in that locker room, that brotherhood that you build for the first two years I was there, that's what I missed the most. You know, I go to seeing those dudes every single day at 5:30 in the morning, working hard as possible. You know, we went through the worst together. I mean, and there's knowing that I'm not going to be able to see them as much as I do now. I still live with football players to this day, but you know, that whole locker room is a space where we get to finally be ourselves with each other, and you know, he can tell you, you know, also it's just that area is something that nobody would ever change. No football player would change for anything in their life, and that was the hardest part about giving it up, is not being able to see my brothers as much as I wanted to again.
All right, last question was, so if this was someone said from, you played for Greg Lilly, how was that? Isn't he a legend?
It was just honestly like playing here, honestly. You know, the high expectations, you know, every coach has here for you, and he had the same thing, you know. He came in, like, he basically was the one that told me I should come to Benedictine. But I was like, nah, I ain't going to a private school. But as time went on, I felt like that was the right decision of my life. And but playing for him was probably one of the best things. Like, he's probably one of the best coaches I've ever been around. I could be myself around him. Came to him with, like, when I was having a bad day, I would just run down to his office and talk, skip class. He let me. So, but playing for him was one of the best times I've had.
All right. Are there any other questions out in the audience? Anything for Jay? Can be anything. Who's the who? Who are the best hoopers on the football team? Can't say Jonas. No, I'm just kidding.
Jonas is one.
He's good.
Jonas. Golly, who's on the
Tay, when he was on the football team, was
Tay. Yes, Tay.
Who else?
I couldn't say Jay Hoyer. He was just athletic.
Yeah, Jay Hoyer was just athletic. He could just dunk. Dave Herrard was pretty good when he was here.
Nah.
Did Cohen play at Eastern View?
Nah. You remember who was nice? Hugo.
Hugo was nice. Hugo was nice.
I think those are my top three when I was playing, at least. Those are my top three.
Nah, Hugo was nice.
Yeah. Because he was always playing on that hurt knee. Yeah.
Yes.
So of all the athletic programs, which ones get the preferential treatment? Which programs get the preferential treatment? The best three, like, is there any?
I'm not gonna lie. I really think, like, basketball be getting, like, the treatment.
Yeah.
I think the basketball.
I'll probably agree with him.
Girls, I think
basketball gets a lot of great treatment.
For sure.
We're blessed. We're blessed over at John Paul Jones Arena.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's really a compliment, but
too,
you know,
I think basketball team.
Football's coming along with a new facility, so
yeah, that's nice.
Y'all gonna be up there.
That'd be nice to have.
Yeah. When's that get done? Do you know?
They said move-in date is June 6th.
Oh, the summer. So you get to be in it for your last year.
Yeah, I'm
that's
excited.
So nice. Okay.
When I came back, when I decided to come back, and they said I'll have the new facility too, and I was like, all right, bet, let's do it.
That's awesome. I'm excited to see it. I'm gonna make my way in there once it's up.
Well, it's funny because it was supposed to be done my third year, but some things happened, so the construction got delayed. Because
first year.
Right, yeah, because when I first committed here, that's what they said. Like, yeah, this whole facility is going to be done and stuff like that. And then some delays happened. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. And that's definitely going to be a nice treat for football to have.
Yeah.
So
it's awesome. All right. Any last questions before we move on to our game for the night? We're going to play another game with Jay. There's unfortunately no prizes to win during this game, but it's just a really interesting game to play because it's always favorite all-time athletes.
Good question.
All-time favorite athlete.
All time. I can give you three, if that's okay. Right now, Marcus Stroman. He's a pitcher for the Yankees now. Kobe. And I'm gonna go Tom Brady. I guess the reason I say those three is they all had like the same mentality, but they showed it in different ways. Tom Brady kind of came off like a nice person until it was really time to go. Like he knew when right time to go was. And I think, people look at Kobe. Kobe had that right mentality of just that killer instinct to go, get in. Marcus Stroman, I kind of like resemble my game after his for pitching wise. He's not a big guy. He's like 5'8". Like I'm not 5'8". I'm 6 foot, but it's just he's just a little guy. Like, and his mentality and his confidence got him to where he is now. So I kind of take that as last year. I used to just listen to him and talk, and listen to him talk about confidence and how you get through those hard times. So I think those are my top 3 favorite athletes.
Favorite thing to do in Charlottesville?
I don't really leave my house much, but when I do, and it is warm outside, I don't know what the hike is called, but
Humpback Rock.
Yeah, I'll go up there and just chill out there and watch and look over the city.
I've done that once.
Yeah,
the worst hike of my life.
I hope you didn't do it in summer because that's even.
I did.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a hiker though, but
You got to do it in the spring or the fall when the weather's like a good temperature.
My sister forced me to do it, and oh my goodness, I would never do that again.
It's bad.
It took us like 2 hours.
2 hours
just to get to the top.
On whose part? Your part or her part?
Is 2 hours.
My part.
Oh, you weren't in shape.
Yeah.
That's one thing I didn't like about playing football. Everybody expected you to be in shape, but it's like football. Like
I'm only in shape during the season.
Yeah, football endurance is a lot different from like outside.
Y'all need to come do conditioning with basketball because that conditioning is hard.
That's a different conditioning.
It's a different type.
You got to be in shape for
our
basketball.
Conditioning. Like our plays are only, like Coach says all the time, our plays are literally like only like 6 to 7 seconds. So you're going like full out for 6 to 7 seconds, and then you basically get a break until the next play. So if you can get your conditioning to that point, then you're good. But basketball, you're just nonstop running.
You're not getting hit in basketball.
That too. But yeah, that's
what do you mean you're not?
I'm not.
Are you calling it a non-contact sport?
No, I didn't say that. In today's game, it kind of is a non-contact sport. But that's because of the referees.
I got slapped in the nose yesterday.
And you got called a foul, didn't you?
They didn't call nothing actually, so they let us play through it.
Well, at least you're not getting tackled. So.
Football does take a toll when you're constantly tackling somebody. It's a different type of conditioning as well. But I would say basketball is just you're running all day, so
yeah. But you get used to it.
Yeah.
Now I can speak because I'm a post player that compared to the guards, we take a lot more contact though.
Yeah.
So we have to be able to take contact and get baseline to baseline all the time.
Get running.
Right, Olivia? Yeah, she's a yeah. All right, cool. Any more questions? Last chance. If not, we're going to get into start, bench, cut. And I'm going to let Antonio tell everyone how the game works because this is fun. This is a fun game.
All right, so how the game works is we'll give Jay 3 basketball players from UVA men's basketball. Jay will then decide which player he would start, which player he would bench, and which player he would cut. We will play 3 rounds and do a 4th round that will include the 3 starters he chose, and then Jay will then make an overall start, bench, cut lineup. So it's on you, Jay.
All right, so round 1. The players we have, Mamadi Diakite, Malcolm Brogdon, and Joe Harris. Start, bench, cut.
And the UVA alum here, please don't get mad at me, okay? I'm not that big of a basketball person. I think I'm gonna start Joe Harris.
Okay.
That's good.
That's a good choice. Joe's good.
Okay.
There's no right or wrong answer. This is your preference.
There is a right or wrong answer. I'm gonna bench Mamadi,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna cut Malcolm. See, I knew it would happen. Okay.
There's no take backs.
The only thing I say that is he ain't hit that shot versus Purdue. That's the only reason.
Mamadi did hit the big shot to get us.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You're fine. You're
Hey,
fine.
it's your lineup.
All right. Who do we got for round 2,
You're the head
Antonio?
coach. All right. So for round 2, we got Ty Jerome, Kyle Guy, and Kie Clark.
Start, bench, cut.
I'm gonna go start Kyle Guy,
Okay.
bench Ty Jerome, and cut Kihei.
Gosh, this is the second week in a row Kie's been cut.
I like Kihei though. But
Okay. All right. Round 3. The players you have: Jordan Minor, Jay Huff, Ralph Sampson.
I'm gonna start Ralph.
Good choice.
Yep.
I'm a.
Uh-oh.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. I'll definitely be sending him this link.
I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna bench J Huff, and I'm gonna cut Jordan.
All right,
He's
there
a great
you go.
player. He is a great player. I don't want. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. In our final round, we're going to take the 3 starters from round 1, 2, and 3, which are, Antonio, who are those starters? You mark
So we
them down?
have Joe Harris,
Yep.
Kyle Guy, and Ralph Sampson.
Start, bench, cut.
Start Ralph.
Okay.
Bench Kyle.
Oh.
Cut Joe.
Okay. There you go.
That's not bad.
That ain't bad.
So the overall
bad?
starter,
Oh, okay.
Ralph Sampson. I think that was a
You
good
need
choice.
you a center.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need you a center.
And he's
So
what,
Ralph got
75?
benched by Jordan last go around. So Jordan Minor benched him last show.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I'm happy that you didn't bench Ralph
Yeah, I
this
couldn't
time. He
bench
needed
Ralph.
to start for once. So
Yeah, I couldn't.
Ralph, if you ever watch this show, you won. Start,
Yeah.
bench, cut.
Yeah. Because you can play guard, so you need
Yeah,
you
I
a
can
center.
play guard. I'll go out there right now.
There you
and
go.
play.
If you say you can shoot the way you can shoot, Tony Bennett would love that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, that's what we have for the show tonight. But now's the fun part, because we get to draw names for our gift card winners tonight. And so what we have up for grabs is 2 $25 gift cards to Timberwood Tap House. And no, if you're drawn, you don't get both of them. You get one of them. So we'll draw 2 names, one for each. And then we also have a $25 gift card for Uptown Cheapskate as well. So we're going to let Jay draw the names. If I can get the box open. I can never get the box open. All right. Gosh, who put this box together? Just kidding. Got it. All right. All right. So we'll draw for the Timberwood Tap House gift cards first. And our first winner is
Nick Sanker.
Nick Sanker. I'll set yours right here. All right. Winner number 2 is
Judy Holder.
Judy Holder.
Yeah.
Awesome. Congrats. All right. And for our final giveaway, $25 gift card to Uptown Cheapskate is Gregory Holder.
Oh, that says Gregory?
Gregory Holder.
Gregory Holder.
Yeah.
Gregory, congrats.
He was waiting too. Just call my
There
name.
you go. $25 to Uptown Cheapskate.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, that is all we have for you guys tonight. Thank you, Jay, for being on the show tonight.
Yeah.
Hope you had fun. Hopefully everyone here learned a little bit more about Jay and his journey and who he is outside of being a star pitcher for the Wahoos. Thank you to everyone out here who came out tonight, whether you came for the show or for the game. We're happy that you got to be a part of it. Shout out to Timberwood Tap House for having us every week. We enjoy being here as always. And for all the love and support you continue to give the show. And yeah, so Antonio, you got anything else to add?
Nah, just stick around to watch the second half of UVA basketball.
Oh, and of course, shout out to Roback because they outfit us for every show. And they also give us our giveaway for trivia. So thank you, Roback. But yes, enjoy the rest of the UVA men's basketball game. Go Hoos.